Hello and welcome to the second game in this series between LaFaf, who is up here as the Space Marines, who played a very solid game last time to take out his opponent, KiF1rE, who is down here as the Eldar. So, keeping the colours as consistent as possible, we can see that once again there's going to be a very standard start. Barracks behind the shield generator. The webway gate going to be made on the resource point, so you can get that slick multitasking bone singer going on. We have the Dire Avengers here pushing out. The second squad of Dire Avengers has just came out. We have servitors running around the map trying to capture points. This is a bit slow. I wonder if he did the blink over trick or whatever. He probably did, but with a later bone singer. But, you know, it's just nitpicks so far, just nitpicks. Getting the early squad of scouts out, which isn't bad. A lot of people will be like, why wouldn't you just go 2 ASM? 2 ASM is how you play this game, lel. But actually, getting that scout out early is very helpful because the scouts come out much faster and can get down here. And, you know, a little fight like this, where all you need is just any damage at all to defeat the Bone Singer, scouts will do that fine, you know. They're not going to win any fights for you, but they'll do that fine. And if the Dire Avengers start attacking, if you can hit a Scout Grenade, you get fine. So, another Scout Grenade squad. Scout Grenade squad. That's really what they are, honestly. Another Scout Grenade squad coming out here. Going to be ready to hold this off. This Scout squad might get caught here. If they don't go visible in time, they're going to back off. Orbital drop coming down. Actually going to hit them quite well. If there could be a good grenade here, this could end really well. Not a great jump there. No grenade coming out from this scout squad, and he's just going to get destroyed. That was some bad micro there from LaFaf, but the second scout squad is going to hit a very good grenade with Assault Marines just slicing them down. And so this is going to look like a very typical Eldar versus Space Marine start. Oh, a good hit there though, actually, where fleet of foot, so the Dire Avengers are just going to stay out of range, probably not take too much damage. Although this squad is getting very close and he's running into a dead end. The scouts will actually be able to finish him off. And this has been a very good... Oh, if you can get a good hit there. There was a good little bit of micro there by KiF1rE, but he's still going to get caught quite badly. He's sort of going all in here to try and kill these scouts by the look of it. He's given up on being able to run away, which I don't think is the best idea. He's just desperately trying to kill this scout off, but losing 2 Dire Avengers and killing 2 scouts is still not worth it. So LaFaf will be absolutely happy taking this trade. There is nothing wrong with this at all. And he's not even going to lose the second scout squad. So this has gone just incredibly well for LaFaf so far. The entire Dire Avenger squad, which is, you know, the power of Eldar early game, is basically the thing that gets them into having their first Falcon is gone. And the Marines control most of the map. So, once again, incredibly solid play here from LaFaf. That first grenade mishap has been forgiven by me. And you now have the second Assault Marine squad coming out. So, the Space Marine army now really deserves to win these fights. Especially seeing as how few Dire Avengers there are, you know. Before, he had no business winning that first fight, but now he's got 2 Assault Marines versus 2 Dire Avengers. This is ridiculous. Right, with good micro, of course, these Dire Avengers actually, seriously, still can just survive. Like, the point of these Dire Avengers early on is not necessarily to get these good fights, it's just to stop, you know, just to hold the map, which is being done. An elite point generator actually being put down here from KiF1rE, which is an interesting choice. I think a bad choice, a big risk, which has been scouted here by the Servitor, and so can be cleared at any time. Dire Avengers and Striking Scorpions are going to put around here, but one of the big problems with losing these Dire Avengers early on is because you have so little now in your army. Oh, and that's a big jump there from those Assault Marines. But because you have so little in your army without those Striking Scorpions, you have to keep the Striking Scorpions of your army, and you can't do any sort of harassment. And with that first Dire Avenger squad just getting absolutely brutalized by these Assault Marines, one squad of Assault Marines gets out with that single model left. Very well done by LaFaf. It means that this Eldar army is just absolutely no challenge for these Space Marines. This Servitor, however, is going to go down. But Space Marines coming back, still fighting over this side, still winning. Scouts here, fully healed up. Assault Marines moving to do the same. Unfortunately, the Space Marine is going to leave this to the Elder side, which I think is a mistake. But we've got another Assault Marine squad out now. So when he has the money to requisition up these Assault Marines, he will have a very scary army, especially compared to the little that LaFaf has. But you know, LaFaf's starting to build up now. He's back to 3 Dire Avenger squads. He's got the Warrior Portal here now, so he can start remanning these squads without having to retreat. This elite point generator has actually been left alive for a long time by the Space Marine player. But the Space Marine player, his power is quite good. The Elder actually as well. Both players doing pretty well with their power generation. The Marine player hasn't pushed the Eldar back as far as he could have. This point was allowed to be had, and every other point has had full resources for the whole time. So the Eldar is actually economically doing perfectly fine and ahead, actually, arguably. Maybe very slightly behind. I'm not sure how much I value the elite points because of how much it costs. That's going to be a really good Holy Standard. That's going to slam right into those squads and going to have drops everywhere here. This is going to be looking like a really bad fight so far for the Eldar. A big Vortex Grenade there coming in from the kill team. And as I call it a Vortex Grenade, I'm going to check because I actually, you know, that just came to my head and I was like, is that the name? I'll go with it. That's probably the name. Lots of jumps coming in here from these Assault Marines, keeping on the Eldar army very well. These Striking Scorpions are going to just scoot out with their lives, but it looks like both of these Dire Avenger squads will go down. And once again, this Eldar is just so far behind now. There is a Scout squad down here to kill this elite point generator. LaFaf has finally reacted to that, which is good. And if we now check, that's 1 elite point for LaFaf, and for KiF1rE 2 elite points, with 65 to the next. So he's not quite a whole point ahead. So was that worth it? I don't think so. I think the elite points, if they're going to be something that you fight over, need to be buffed a bit. But you know, maybe it's right. Maybe they should be a risk that you take, something that maybe you have to put a bit more effort into defending than just putting it up and leaving it if you want it to be worthwhile. KiF1rE actually changing up, going with Autok Kaya rather than Giant Tsar. Assault Marines, oh, jumping down here, trying to get some good catches on these, but not quite getting them right. Drop pod sitting down at the back, but the Eldar is not moving down to the back. A good jump there by the Striking Scorpions, a good grenade there by the Dire Avengers. But that Dire Avenger squad up the top will go down, and the other one's getting hit now. The Striking Scorpions have to leave, so this is all that there really is for the Eldar player, and they're just constantly losing forces, and the Space Marines just are not. They are not getting punished at all. They're now going to have... Oh, they're now just going to come all the way down to take out this point. They've scouted out that point, but they've seen that there's a listening post there. So there is even more of a punish there, and they're getting another Assault Marine force. They are upgrading, but honestly at this point, LaFaf is just going, I'm winning so hard right now, I'm just going to win more. More Assault Marines, more Assault Marines, more Assault Marines. He's taking this point. He's going to move up to take this listening post. I honestly, I would probably say the shield generator maybe a bit more important. Maybe you get a bit more off of that getting out of the way while there's no army there. But right now with Assault Marines as well, who can get into that shield and mess up Dire Avengers if they do get to defend there, you're pretty safe, honestly. And so he's just rolling around, taking out all these points. Scout squad left behind to capture this point. Very nice. Striker Scorpions are going to come out and see what they can do. But if we look on this Eldar side, he's not making anything. He has 1 squad of Dark Reapers down here. And he's making some Dire Avengers, we heard as we left there. But that is just not enough when he has another Assault Marine in a drop pod. He has 4 Assault Marines down here already. A couple of Assault Marines jumping up here. Second phase of escalation, so all of these points now that the Marine player has becomes even more important. Machine Forge is down, so we can see some stuff going to be coming out of here as soon as he has the money. He's very close to being able to afford that land speeder. And now he's pushing that shield generator. He probably wants to turn around and attack those Scorpions. He doesn't want to just let Scorpions hit there, and he's going to get the good Vortex Grenade into the jumps. And the shields are going out very fast on them, and if the shields go down on these striking Scorpions, they become very vulnerable. They're going to die very, very quickly, and this Flamethrower is just absolutely ripping them. The jump out there to try and survive, but the jump into the tower range by the Assault Marines is going to put it down. The other Assault Marine group is down there now. One Assault Marine squad did die, so they're still down to 4. But they're going to take out this shield generator, and this is honestly looking like it from KiF1rE. LaFaf has just done way too much damage, and LaFaf is going... Oh, KiF1rE is going to tap out here with LaFaf taking the victory and moving on to the finals of the NA tournament. Number 4. Congratulations.